O le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Isi, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, a o tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaawa yaso. Whaonga nei lola na wa unanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesa o membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua e whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se eleni ni matua account, o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se eleni mo a inga i Samoa. E ia inga i tahu na whaamalia ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga i le nei au unanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o Valselau o tasi o nono po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa i le valu tolu o.
Tokelau voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
Ole si tūranga pitusili o le tāua. Ole lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. Ona whaanga le whaatawa i o loa e au ngā mole ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga pua taua ele sia sa.
Ni fia foi sa we mo mawina nei foi au nang fo ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana fa akau ma me te mga ai. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apasu se o fine.
So se paro loa fa ngo fie. A me se le tferwa i mala telefoni. Tai mi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash ona ino le tamao le ainga.
O fa te tu la vole talo for voucher mo nei foi au nang fo fa tai. Ma lu la le tampai.
Pa tai talo pa voucher.
Seki talo pa voucher.
Maloni, and a warm Pacific greetings to all of our wonderful, beautiful, awesome, amazing people that have tuned in today to your BluTable podcast with Pea and Claudia. How's your Thursday?
Oh man, it's been very tiring because I was up really late last night, because if you guys haven't seen already on our Facebook post, cybersecurity, guys. Very, very important. So this is what happened to me yesterday. Now, I am currently studying. So in the morning, I do my class. And yesterday, I'm getting ready for bed, just thing. And my friend messages me, and it's like this screenshot. And she's like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Yes, but where'd you get that photo of?" And it's like a photo of me on someone's laptop, and I'm in class along with like other classmates, but it's just like my face that's been enlarged. And she was like, "Oh, my cousin has just seen that on her Snapchat." And I'm like, "What?" So some guy in my class has been taking photos of me and putting it up on his Snapchat, which is really, really creepy. But then when my mate's cousin messages him and goes, "Why are you taking photos of Claudia and putting it on your Snapchat?" He was like, "Oh, no, that's not Claudia. That's a girl called Jessica." Who's Jessica? And I'm like, I know who I am. I know my name is Claudia. And then he started going on about how he's South American and I'm Jessica. And I'm like, hang on. I know I'm the only South American person in class. And it was just really creepy. And his Snapchat handle didn't have his name on it, right? It's one of those just random handles. So I'm like, who the hell is this person? So a girl being a girl, putting on her detective hat, we have a group chat for our class, and I was looking through the names, and I was trying to kind of figure out who it was, and I was like, okay, I think I know who it is. So I messaged this person, and I messaged him a photo of screenshots that and I messaged him, and I was like, can you not? Kid you not? He comes online and he sees the photo, sees my messages. And they're pretty sure he just dropped it, because then he just went offline and didn't even reply back to me. Then I get a call from a little bit later on. And then it's I'm like, hello? And it's this guy, and he's like, oh, before you say anything, Claudia, just hear me out. I'm not a creep. And he starts making every excuse under the sun as to why he was doing it. He pretty much... The thing with lying is that when you lie, you have to make up so many lies to cover up your first lie, and then you lose track of the lies that everything just kind of crumbles. And everything he said, I was like, okay, that's obviously all a lie. But yeah, this guy has just been taking photos of me and putting up on his Snapchat. And then it's funny, I was telling him, Fair, I'm usually, if not always, every single class I've been to, I always put my camera on. The teacher can see me, my classmates can see me. Today, I just did not feel comfortable turning my camera on. I'm sitting there in class and I'm like, I should turn my camera on, but I just could not bring myself to, because I'm like, it just feels you feel so violated knowing that, you're there in your room, in class, doing what you're supposed to be doing, trying to learn, and then someone who never turns his camera on, by the way, is just there taking photos of you and putting up on a Snapchat saying who knows what, and then calling you Jessica. And making that all these web of lies. It's just so creepy. And we're having this discussion, and it's Bear forgot that this stuff actually happens online. And until it happened to me, I'm like, oh my God, there are still creepy people out there.
There are, and this morning, when poor Claudia messaged through, it's always important to share. I can't stress that enough, and that's what the platforms are for. You've got trusted platforms that you can reach out to, and I'm so glad Claudia messaged me and opened up, because sometimes we're sitting there, we're holding back, we don't know whether to share or not, but it is important to share, because Claudia's experience has now prompted myself and Claudia to remind our parents, remind our mothers, fathers, our families that cyber safety, we've all kind of just gotten used to life.
Definitely.
The internet, it's part of life now. So we've accepted it. Yeah. We've accepted it as part of our daily routines. Yeah. However, we've also let it slip. The safety part. Watch what your children are watching on Snapchat. Watch what they're doing on TikTok. I've recently downloaded TikTok, but you're going through and it's not filtered. It's not safe, guys. So please, just because this has happened to Claudia, and we wouldn't wish this upon anyone. It's actually quite disturbing behaviour.
You feel very violated, and like I guess because it hasn't happened to me before, and you get that it happens. That I almost felt like I was in the wrong. Yeah. And I spoke to her. I was like, oh my god, like, and I was like, maybe he was just taking photos of me and putting up on his class. But then like Bill was like, no, you shouldn't be the one that's feeling guilty. You're not the one that did anything wrong. And I'm glad that I confronted him. And for anyone that is in the same situation, I do recommend that you do confront them because it helps you deal with it. And they just get scared. It just shows you how much I'm like,
you know what? And we are laughing, having a little giggle about it now. But I think it's very, very important. The females, we're not experts, but these life experiences, really, girls, do not be afraid to stand up for yourself. I'm going to put my foot down, and for once, I'm going to say, I'm sorry to all of our men, but every single day, the woman is always told, stay safe. We're told to protect us. Where are our men? Why are you not teaching your boys to keep the boys, teach the boys? Why do we always have to teach our females to stay safe? Come on, to all of our men,
and
our fathers,
actually, funny enough that you mentioned that, because the only reason that I didn't get a phone call from this guy was because another friend of mine in the class, who's a guy, actually messaged him and told him, hey, you need to call her and apologize because it's really creepy what you did. That's the only reason why he called me. He said that so himself. He said that he saw my message and was going to ignore it, but then he only reached out because another guy, not because he felt guilty, but because another guy called him out on it as well. And I'm like,
it is actually such a sad way to start a Thursday, but it is an important it's an important topic to discuss openly, because I think we're so used to let's just put it under the carpet for now. Let's just deal with it tomorrow. Imagine if I said to Claudia this morning, Claudia, look, don't worry about it. Get over it, get over yourself. But then this person has now accepted it and said, oh, she's okay with it.
And then it can only get worse and worse.
And then he's going to do it to someone else.
It's all right.
And then it's going to someone else. And then imagine if somebody else was your sister, your daughter, your friend, someone you loved and was so precious to you. And I think it's time that we wake up, guys. Come on, do your part. And I'm so sorry that it happened to Claudia. Yeah. And it's not your fault.
No.
But come on,
but
we just.
I did get a giggle because it just goes to show that people that bark a lot like that do not have a bite. Yeah. They do not. Can you imagine
putting, and look, and I think it's also unfair because Claudia's quite a private person, and I've kept a lot of my personal. I've created my own private page to keep my family safe as well, because, let's be honest, it's not fair that I expose, and post my children every single day on a page where it's quite open and public. So it is important to keep your family safe. So we've actually just done a few things, tips as well, just, cyber safety, apart from the photos and everything. Take passwords seriously, very serious. Make sure that you continue to update them. Don't get lazy. Today, the experience that Claudia's gone through has been a reminder that you need to keep your family safe. Update your security passwords all the time. Don't be lazy. Invest time and money and effort into enhancing the awareness. Myself and Claudia have just posted up a few tips on our Facebook page. Report the person. Guys, if it's happening to you guys and the girls, report them. The New Zealand Police do have the information available on the website as well. So head over to the website if you are not sure about what you can and cannot report. Head over to the website and there's details on there. Always double check the web that you're browsing as well. Double check the VPN. Just double check, because we're here, we're lucky, we're quite blessed that we've got producer Rams who does all of the checklists for us, but make sure that these small little checklists, you're doing them as well at home. Don't download anything. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no.
Don't download anything. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you're not sure, then don't download it.
Trust us and don't download it.
Don't download it. Just be careful, because sometimes the content that is sent to you is actually not what you think it is. Even though they say, check this out, you could win $10 million.
Lies.
Liar. Don't get caught up in these scams. And be careful about what you post. Look, bottom line is, be kind. If you wouldn't want this to happen to your mum, to your dad, think of it as, what happens if it happens to your daughter, to your granddaughter, to your grandson? Just think about it like that. It's easy as that. Think about it like as if it was going to happen to someone so precious to you. And then you'll rethink about what you're going to like, oh, actually, okay. Maybe not. But guys, there was just a few reminders today, and I'm so sorry that it's happened to you, Claudia. So, yeah.
It's all good, guys. Just like Bea said, I think she said it all, just be safe out there and do follow those tips. But I'm actually quite excited about today.
I know, me too. Because
on the show,
we have the owner of
Little Man, Big Girl. We have the amazing Aaron Ryan on the show, and honestly, he's such a vibe. Like, if you don't follow him already on Facebook and Instagram, and do, because man, that guy can dance, okay? And he's such a vibe, and he is so business savvy.
Dance.
Yes, he's actually going to teach us how to do one of the dances on live. That's what I'm a little bit nervous about, but why don't we just go into a quick break and we'll bring him in?
Yeah,
it's going to be real fun.
Let's go. Stay tuned, guys.
Tau tua male au nanga remote tau sa mo service station nei tona i matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele onisi o matu au nanga i sesi. Ai le ngata foile, ma tau te sia ke ina fo i lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang vai pa ulusa? Awalnya telepon, matu te siapa lah yang voice mau lah ucapan. Mulu no posila fia, mua tapi lah ucapan le peaut. Nua tapi lah telepon ni tai meu tu inai lah ucapan. Mana vai ngamul. Mana tua fo? E matua I whasa aina, lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga whapengi. Ota Samoa, ore ma ota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au auna pea mo oi Samoa. Maftaile fia mai, we'll see you again. God bless. o Samoa. O le moata mo Samoa. Ma do te fia e au auna pea mo o Samoa. Maftai le fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Tokelauan voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūlanga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le e whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau e le sia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au ngang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana fa kau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher. Ua maua le apususi o se wa fine.
So se paro loa fai ngo fie. A me se le te whelua i malo telefoni. Taimi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash. O na inu e le tamao le ainga.
O pa te tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au ngang fo pa tai. Ma lu la le tampai.
Pa tai talo pa voucher.
Teki, talo pa voucher.
Kalafalava Maloni, and welcome guys to your Thursday show. I forgot the date, but it's your Thursday show on the BluTable podcast with Pea and Claudia. Now, I am so excited today because we have our good friend Aaron Ryan on the show, who is the CEO and founder of Little Man Big Row, and he's responsible for all the gutter boards that you have been seeing circulating on the social media platforms. We've got gutter board, we've got elastics, and I think we've got maybe something new coming along, which he'll tell us more about. But Aaron, if you could please introduce yourself. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much for having me on, guys. Always appreciate these messages. Talofa lava everyone. My name is Aaron Ryan. I am the current creator. I like to call myself the creator rather than CEO. Sounds a bit too much for me. I like creator because that's what I do. I like to create things, different things. I'm the creator of a brand I started called Little Man Big World. And it's just reinventing Kiwi classic games. Started at the beginning of this year, and surprisingly have had a lot of support from people like you guys and people around our community in general. And yeah, I've created a few games and look to expand more, and that's pretty much me.
That's amazing. You know, when I saw that you had actually come out with your gutter board, I was so excited because here in my mind, I was thinking back, I was like, yeah, I was so good. I was literally the queen at gutter board, and I remember all through primary school, man, I was good. I even would beat those guys that think they're all that. I was really good. But then today, I was playing a session by myself. I'm not so good anymore. It's just really awkward.
Well, which is quite interesting as well, because I was, we had Ryan on the show earlier on in the year. When I was hosting it alone, and I swore black and blue. I said to Ryan, man, I'm the best. I am number one at gutter board, and guess what, Ryan? I'm not. I absolutely suck at the game, and I think I don't know if it's because I'm a lot older now, or is it my old bones? Who knows? But my kids
don't know what it
absolutely smashed it, and Trinity is now the kingpin at our house because she is number one with the gutter board. But it's been
a humbling experience.
Yeah, it's been. But I have to admit, it has been such a good game to have in our home during lockdown. I think I've expressed so many times to the girls here at work how disconnected I am with my children. I kind of just send them off to school, but having the gutter board at home, It's actually brought so much joy into, you know, our lives, and it's actually enhanced our bond with the girls. Even though I've realized that my girls are actually quite competitive, just like their moms.
I was going to say, who does that remind me of?
Which is a good thing. So yeah.
Did you expect it to be such a huge success, Aaron? Because it is. I mean, everywhere on social media, I either see you doing your awesome TikTok dances, or I see someone playing the gutter board, or someone playing with the elastics. It is very quickly becoming a New Zealand household brand. Did you expect it to be such a huge success?
Yeah, and first of all, I appreciate you saying that, Pea, that you know, that was the main mission, was to reignite, you know, our families, you know, to come together during these hard times. And you know, I started a thing during a pandemic, and you know, I never thought I'd get that far. Or everyone was telling me, sell it to schools, you'll go into schools, do really well. No schools have bought it, families have bought it. So it's a real humbling experience. But touching on your question there, Claudia, no, so originally the game is for kids. So if you look at the make of it, if you look at the angles of it, the reason why you might not find it good as an adult is because the angles are particularly made for kids. So it's
technical.
It's technical. It's very technical. And we've had a lot of adults message us. And you know what's funny? The adults actually buy it for themselves, and then they play with the kids, and the kids give them a hiding at it. But now that, and it's actually good. I get that feedback now where people are like, adults are like, oh man, I'm not quite good at it. And then I have to explain, look, it's for the kids. It's for the younger generation. But hey, thank you for that, though. At least it gives me something to work on. But to answer that question, no, I did not expect it to go the way that it was. I did know it'd be quite well. I just didn't think people would respond the way they did, which is, yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Because you definitely sold out at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, well, because it was a sort of hit or miss. You know, when you start anything, you just put it out there, see who wants to buy, test the market. I did it, and then I think I got through. I only ordered 100 units because shipping prices from overseas are through the roof at the moment. They're like, I think they've gone up about 50%. These days, so something that used to cost $3,000 is now looking at about $20,000 to get over here. So it's gone through the roof. Yeah, so I only ordered 100 units because that's all I could afford at the time. So I got 100 units and I sold everything within 3 weeks. And it took me another 3 months to restock and get a lot more. But yeah, I sold out, and it looks like by the rate of things going, I'll be sold out probably middle of next month. But I have ordered a new batch, so hopefully they'll be here soon as well.
Damn.
I'm actually blown away because like, you know, off air we did talk a little bit with regards to sharing, you know, with you know, myself, I love sharing, share queen, whatever it is, but I think everyone gets quite annoyed, but I've shared the gutter board, and the comments that were flowing through has been quite, you know, interesting. And I said that, I was saying to Claudia, you know what, I can't believe my daughter, you know, was like she really kicked butt. And I was quite annoyed. I was actually quite frustrated that at one point I was like, you know what, return to center. But
faulty product.
Yeah, I was like, is it a faulty product or faulty mum? But you know, she loved it. She absolutely loved it. But we did talk a little bit about your recent post where we spoke about it earlier in the year. Where did the gutter board originate from? Have you had any luck? Have you had any response with regards to our question earlier on in the year, or nah?
Yeah, I mean, there is a bit of an argument going on. Like at one point, someone said my dad invented the game, but the best one that came through, and it's something I actually sort of believe, it was this person that said, I was told that it was played in the Netherlands decades ago, and it was called whatever Netherlands name. Her Dutch friend told her. Oh, Dutch, sorry. That was probably the best result, that it comes from Dutch and the Netherlands, sorry. But no official answer. I think it was genuinely like one of those ingenuity things, you know, play on the side of the curve of the road. Hey, let's just make two pieces of wood that look the same.
So it wasn't the answer where it said that it was bought by the South Americans along with the potato? Because I thought that was a pretty good answer. It makes
I
sense,
wonder who
right?
wrote that. Who's the only South American person I wrote that answer?
But you know what? Someone actually, one of my friends actually sent a message and said, "Oh no, it originates from Otara." And I said, oh, "Okay, sure, okay." He goes, "Oh, you know, we didn't have any toys back in the day, so Dad used to put a wooden plank up against the curb, and they would play." You know, this is when we were allowed to play in the streets, that it wasn't as busy.
It was the good old
It
days.
was the good old days, and they said that's where, you know, the gutterboard was in the beautiful, but, you know, not everything is made in Otara.
But I do like that because I think that just goes to show that gutterboard is not just a game for kids, but it actually brings families together, you know, and all these stories of like kids saying that their dad created it. I love that.
Yeah, anything nostalgic, you know, there's guarantee that, and especially if you're an adult, you're going to try and influence your kids to play it. And they'll love it because it's something you enjoyed it as a kid. They may not enjoy it as much, but there's a chance they will. So
I love that. Now, Aaron, you did mention that you are expanding at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is there more that you can say to that?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, it's in my lounge, but Chatterings was a game a lot of us, especially boys, played, but a lot of girls played it as well.
How do I not know
there's
this?
Not many. There's only one place I found around the world that make it. It's Chatterings. If I had time to run, maybe in a break time I'll go get it. But it's like you know the rings on your hand. They're around these.
Oh my God! Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I love that. I was so good at that too.
Yeah,
Wait, what are they called? Chatterings?
Yeah, Chatterings.
Or Jitterings is
I love
people
that
on the other
game.
side of the. So yeah, that's on its way here to New Zealand, and surprisingly, only one company around the world makes it. So I've been very lucky to find them. Yeah. So that's it, and then I just got like random bits and pieces of that I can't quite. You know, I've based my things on throwback things from when we were younger. So there's like just accessories like T-shirts and phone cases and socks and stuff that I'm gonna put some stuff. But Chatterings is the next game, and that's because a lot of people have asked. Yeah.
Love that, man.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Interesting fact. Sorry, it's not interesting, but did you know that back in the days, Chatterings, it used to be a chick magnet or a guy magnet, and
Really?
yeah, an intermediate.
I caught Noah with my Chatterings.
Well, I'm just saying, gosh, I need to stop saying, you know, exposing myself. But it was like a magnet. Like I swear, if you had Chatterings in it was like third form, fourth form, and I tell you, man, you just like that, and you're just like playing. You're like, and then you have the guys
it's all
like
in the thumb movement.
it's all in the
Aaron.
thumb movement. It's like you just flicker like this, right? And I thumb just flicker. And see, and our generation right now, we're good at texting too, right? It's all in the thumb.
That's where it's all in the thumbs these days. You know?
That's what people back in the day looked for, a man with a good flick of the thumb.
But honestly, I swear, it was so, you know, you just chuck it in the bag, but we were told, my mom's like, where are you taking that? I was like, what is that? I had to wrap my Chattering with my uniform jumper or something, just so that I could be cool in school and be like, guys, I got Chatterings.
Well, you know what's funny? They were actually banned in the mid-90s. So from schools.
Why?
Too noisy.
Yeah, it was such a distraction. But that honestly, and now that I'm thinking about it, that's a lie. It's because it was a chick magnet.
They didn't want to.
Now we know what Bear was doing in Form 3.
Third form, I was just like, guys, guess what? I have a Chattering.
But Aaron, honestly, we are just so proud and we're so excited with all the products that you're bringing out. But I particularly, and I know Bear, we really, really, really enjoy watching your videos that you post up on TikTok and on Instagram. And, you know, Bear and I, we have been talking about creating our own TikTok account and learning these TikTok dances. And we're like, why not go to the man himself and get him to teach us a song? Now, for those of you that haven't seen this, so this is my favorite one of his. It's to a South American Spanish song, so of course we're going to do it.
It's a South American song.
Oh, it's a South American song.
Obviously, that's why it's so good.
That's why it's so popular, guys.
That's why it's in Spanish. But okay, Aaron is actually going to teach us the moves to it. Now we are going to play it.
I was 2 weeks ago, guys.
There we go. So, guys, if you're watching, bob along.
Oh, I think that one.
Here we go.
Sorry, we're waiting.
Can I bring the ball?
There's a bit of a delay, guys. I think it's the Zoom. But you guys carry on.
I added in the ball at the end.
Thank you. Well done, guys. Perfect.
I like this part. Is it this part?
Is this?
Yeah.
Is it?
You gotta sway your hips.
Oh, you gotta sway
Selena
your
can do it.
Is it good? Selena can do it when she's standing up.
Maybe just like practice the chatter rings.
See, there we go.
That's a great idea.
Just some marketing ideas for you there, Aaron.
I think, Aaron, what we're going to do is, I think Ben and I, we are going to learn the dance better. We're going to watch your show, and then we'll release our video that's hopefully better than what we just did there.
But you know what? I'm gonna say that has probably TikTok has been has contributed to us. Well, fitness. But another thing that's contributed to fitness has been the latest elastic. Ryan, please tell me, did you test this? Test your heart rate before you set this throwback out? Because I tell you, man. Those old bones are just not cutting it like how it did back in the days, and I'm already like huffing and puffing. Tell us about what was the response like with the elastics?
Yeah, it was quite funny, eh? Like when I saw the people ordering it, I was like, like it's gonna take a lot more effort to jump the way they used to jump, especially when people are talking about doing like I know there was like what do you call it? Was that ankles? And then knees, kneesies, hipsies, something, and then nixies. Yeah. And then and it's been crack up. Like just seeing especially the woman do it. That's the same response. Like, oh my gosh, we can't jump the same way we used to jump. And I'm like, well, you are 20 years older than when you were that age. But it's been fun. They've loved it. And they're just passing it on to their kids because. Like we were talking about before, the kids these days have never seen elastics. I mean, they've seen elastics, but they've never seen this version of elastics. And a funny thing is that elastics was actually played around the world. The Chinese actually came up with this game. So
really,
the Chinese actually are the originators of this game. So yeah, the kids these days are finding out about it, and they actually like it. It's a different alternative to maybe a jump rope or stuff like that. So. It's been cool, really, really cool.
Oh man, I tell you, it's been a hit in our house. I was teased a little bit because the easy, there are stages of it. And if you've enjoyed elastics back in school, you know that ice cream soda has always been the easy one. So I'm showing off and doing ice cream soda. I don't know, I think the kids have something else. And my kids were looking at me, what's that? What are you doing, Mum? And, it was just that face. And I just was like, I'm going to convince my kids that my childhood was the bomb without devices. And sure enough, they picked up on it and they did exactly what we did back in the day when no one else wanted to play with you because my sisters didn't want to play with me when I purchased it. And so...
All right, I'll play with you.
No. And so that, we put it... so we put it around the chair, have the two chairs and, they absolutely loved it, eh? And I was like, by the time we got up to Nixies, I was like,
Nixies! That's what we called it.
It was like,
Nixies.
And then they were like, Mum, are you okay? I'm like, wait, ice cream episode. But I'm so stoked. I'm actually really happy that you have brought out these throwbacks, because not only did it keep my heart rate up.
You should test her heart rate when she does a flick of the thumb.
But it's super excited. But the other game that I'll be quite interested to see is the knuckle bones.
Oh, I love the knuckle bones.
Yeah, knuckle bones is in the works too. That was going to be the next game, but I let when it comes to I let the sort of market speak for itself. Like if people are asking for a game and I see a consistency, I'll go for that one. And Chatterings was the one a lot of people are asking for. So I actually changed it. I got samples of knuckle bones here, and I was like, but I saw more people asking for Chatterings. So I was like, hey, if the people ask, I'll provide. So I just changed it.
I'm so excited.
But that'll be a great game too. I can't wait.
Definitely. Do you know what I love about this as well is because we are in 2021 where everything is so digital based, and so many of our kids and our babies are like learning to do this just like the swipe of the iPad and the phone. And it's so good that you are reintroducing all these games that are creating a lot more family time and more active activity outside, and I'm just so stoked. And do you know what I've just realized? This ball that comes with the gutter board also works as a stress ball, so here we go.
No, it has. It really has. It's been awesome. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm the type of mom that just okay, you do it. Yeah, okay then, yeah, you do it. But I think because my children don't know what these are. It's been exciting to explore it with them. And they've actually been quite shocked. They're like, what, my mum knew how to have fun? Like, like she my mum, what? She knows how to do that. But it's been really good. So a massive shout out to you, because I swear,
It's been good. But honestly, Aaron.
Chatterings, I can't wait. Bit of a heartbreaker there. That product.
Before Bear goes down memory lane into the unknown, and I don't think we want to explore that on air at least.
Down a rabbit hole here, but thank you.
But Aaron, unfortunately, we do have to wrap up. So honestly, brother, if you could just tell us, what are your final words and words of encouragement that you can give to all our viewers?
I don't know. Like, I guess depends what you're looking for. If you're looking to do something, well, briefly thinking about it now, if you're looking to do something. If you have something in mind that you really love doing, and there's a way that you can provide some value to the world, or you can change the world in some little way, and if you enjoy doing it, then 100% do it. Honestly, like, I know I've started my own business, but it doesn't feel like a business. I hate that I have to charge people for, my products and services, but in order for it to survive and be more creative, I have to. But it's not that hard. If you just put aside some time every day, like I started off with an hour every day. I put in a lot more now because I enjoy it a lot more now. If you have something you'd like to pursue, then by all means do it. But if you don't love it, don't do it. Honestly, don't do it. If you love the process of doing it, continue to do it. And it's not that hard. Just put in a bit of time, put in a bit of love, care. Remember your point of difference. I have a business mentor myself. And like every time I sort of go off track, he's like, well, what's your point of difference? Why are you doing what you're doing? And I have to tell him, and he just has to remind me not all the time, but he reminds me, what's your point of difference? What value are you providing to the world? If you can do it that way, if you can find a love for your passion, you actually can go a long way. Everything else will just fall into place. So that's my words of encouragement. If you have anything to do, no matter, there's no right time. There's never a right time. Do something you love. You won't regret it, because the last thing you want to do is be 80, 90 years old and be like, damn it, I wish I'd done that when I was younger.
Damn it, I should have flicked my thumb a lot more.
Damn it, I should have got that chattering. We love it, and we love supporting you. We love supporting small businesses as well. But we love that you have invested time to bring that, to ignite these family times, because it's so important right now, because so over lockdown.
Oh yeah.
I think we all are.
But I think, should we jam that song one more time? as I'm going, because I really, Claudia's like, oh no, Bea, she's done it. But anyways, before we do, while Claudia looks for her South American jam for today, I just wanted to say a massive whawhitai lava to all of our wonderful viewers who continue to show love and support. And don't forget, we're on the last week of voting we've been nominated for the New Zealand Podcast Awards. So please head over to the website and and vote for us. Sorry. But otherwise, thank you to our awesome, wonderful sponsors. We've got Pacific Easy Money Transfer. We've got Pacific 40, Malta o Samoa. Oh my gosh, Seki Works, the Pacific Business Hub, Say Oriana. And don't forget, check out BluTV. We are supporting Scopper's mass vaccination next week. So we'll be going there live and you can have a chat with us. Tomorrow we have got the awesome Bronson. If you've seen the TikTok video that's gone viral, one of our interviews that we did a few weeks back, he's joining us tomorrow to show you how it's done. But guys, thank you.
We're going to try and show you how it's done.
Let's go. Let's do this again to wrap up Thursday.
Okay. All right, Aaron.
Hear it. Sorry guys, I actually can't hear the music, but I'm just talking about
That's it guys, from your girls, Pea and Claudia, BluTable. God bless.
Le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Easy, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, a o tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaava yaso. Whaonga nei lola na waunanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesa membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua e whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni ni matua account, o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa. E ia inga I tahu na whaamaleina. Mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au nanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono. Po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa I le valu tolu o.
Tokelauan voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūranga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaangale e whaatawai o loa e ao ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau ai le sia sa.
Le fia po I sau e mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana whaakau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine.
So se paro loa fai ngō fie, ai mai se le te wherua I malau telefoni, tai mi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e leo tamao le ainga.
Whaatea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo whaatai. Ma lua lava le tampai.
Tai talo pa voucher.
Teki, talo pa voucher.
Tau tua ma le au nanga le mot tau sa mo service station nei tona I matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele o nisi o matu au nanga I se ese. Ai le ngata foi le, ma tau te sia ke ina fo I lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Afai foi vai pa olosa. Awala te pon, matu te siapa lah yang foi mau lah ucapan. molo no posila fia. Mua, Tokelau ta vale pe out. Nua, Tokelau telefoni i tai me utu ina ilo ta vale. Male vaenga mulu. Mana tua fo. E matua I fasa ina, lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga pape. Mota Samoa. Ole mota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au na pe mo o Samoa. Aftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.